Good morning and welcome to the 10&U Aquatic Center on the campus of the University of Rhode Island for Day 2 of the 2022 10 and Under Championships, brought to you by New England Swimming and presented by Crimson Aquatics. Alongside Jim Erickson today, I am Jeremy Abreu, and folks, I think we have all of our tech issues straightened out. You'll be very happy to hear and to see that. So my first order of business will be whoever is out there on the live stream already, and we already got like 30 or 40 people, can someone just type into the live chat and let me know that you can see the screen okay, you can hear me okay. You probably can hear me a lot better than you could yesterday. So that's going to be fantastic. I'll tell you, the challenges of broadcasting and mixing new technology with old technology can be very interesting. All right, Jim Zhu, Yuri listed. All right. Thank you, Yuri. All right, so you guys can hear me. You guys can see me. I believe that is fantastic. So just to give everyone a kind of a background, what happened yesterday, for those of you who have watched one of the Gator meets before, or maybe you have a child that swims and swam at the senior championships at Brown University, yesterday was not up to par with the production that I typically put out there. The first challenge is here at the University of Rhode Island. The scoreboard is a very, very old electrochromatic scoreboard, which only displays numbers and is from probably like the late 80s. As a result of that, sometimes the timing system needs to be configured in a different way to communicate with that scoreboard, because it's not alphanumeric, so it's not pushing swimmers' names to the board. So because of that, we had some issues integrating and getting the graphics and all of that. So we stayed after the session yesterday. We got that all taken care of, which is spectacular. The second thing was the audio yesterday. So typically I use an audio mixer, and the mixer that I typically have been using, I've been having a few issues with it, so it's getting sent in for repair, and I had got a new mixer. Right out of the box, would you know that the computer would not recognize the mixer? I'm a pretty tech-savvy guy. I had other parents helping me, Alex Dias from Gators, very experienced with the sound and audio equipment. We just could not figure it out. I still don't know what's wrong, but we got my old mixer here today, so we are good. We are up and running. You will be seeing, now listen, folks, fingers crossed that there are no scoreboard issues today like there were yesterday, but in any event, the audio will be crispy, just like it is right now, and you should have your lane graphics and your on-screen graphics for the entirety of the meet. Jim Zhu says, I'm glad to hear you back. Yes, Jim, I know. The voice yesterday, I know it was rough. It was very difficult because of those issues that we had. We're at almost 9. What time are we scheduled to start here? So we're starting at 10 o'clock. So let's just give a quick rundown of the scores from yesterday. So if I take a look at Meet Mobile, it has the combined team scores. So right now, after day one, Amherst Triton's leading the way, 374 points. Kingfish Swimming second with 311. Crimson third, 288. Boston YMCA Bluefins, they had a great day yesterday, 265. Gator Swim Club, 251. We had Bluefish Swim Club with 214. YMCA of the North Shore, the Sharks, 160. Charles River Aquatics, 129. Metro West YMCA Stingrays came in with 109.5. And Phoenix Swimming with 102. Waving to one of the Gator folks over on the other side of the pool. So that's the combined scores. From the men, or from the boys' angle, Crimson first, 175. Amherst, 103. South Shore, 101. YMCA of the North Shore, 94. And Kingfish, 91. So they're your top five on the boys' side. On the girls' side, Amherst Tritons, 175. Kingfish, 158. Bluefish 146, the Bluefins 105, and Gator Swim Club with 92. So those are your standings going into today. For those of you who want to find this meet on Meet Mobile, the simplest, easiest way to do this is just go into Meet Mobile on your phone. On the main page, just click on Meets Near Me. It will pop up in there. So there's typically 5 meets that'll show up. It's the 2022 NE Crim 10 and Under Championships. That's what it's listed as. So it will come up in your live stream. Mary Lee. Oh, it's Kat. So Kat Lee from Gators talking to me on the live chat under Mary's account. My sidekick is doing okay. So far, he's passed all the tests. So we'll see if we're going to keep this guy around for a while or not. Of course, we have Jim Erickson here from Gators. Jim's daughter, Charlotte, swimming in the championships here today. The pool has been cleared for warm-ups. Coaches are going over some final last-minute instructions with their swimmers. We're almost ready to get the ball rolling here. Again, a big thank you to all of the folks at the University of Rhode Island for their beautiful facility, all of the parent volunteers. Of course, we have timers, the officials, really everyone. Matt Craven has done a great job from Crimson Aquatics running this high-level championship meet here at the University of Rhode Island. It really is, for such an aging building, it is a fantastic pool. And it's the same for the basketball Keeney Gymnasium next door. If you look at that thing from the front, it looks like it's out of the Civil War era. It's a big concrete block. But they have, especially in the pool here, have made some improvements over the years, LED lighting throughout the facility. The scoreboard, I was just told yesterday, will be updated in April. So how about that? Just a little too late for us, but they are updating the scoreboard in here in April, which is fantastic news for all of the swimmers at the University of Rhode Island and really all the schools in the Atlantic 10. When you think about Davidson, St. Bonaventure, LaSalle, GW, UMass, URI, Richmond, Fordham, St. Louis, Duquesne, and George Mason, really, starting to upgrade this aquatic center to bring it in line with others. Our first event today, as you can see on the screen, is going to be event 17. So, folks, here we go. For the event and the heat, assuming, and it's a big assumption, assuming that nothing goes wrong with the graphics, your event and your heat will always be on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, right where the timer is. So event 17, heat 1, underneath the timer it will tell you the event. So you'll see right now it says women's 10 and under 200 free relay. So your information on event and heat will always be on the bottom right. We'll draw those lane graphics for you at the beginning and end of every race. So at the beginning of the race, you'll see the lane assignments. So I may not announce every single person in every single lane in every single race. You have them on the screen. In anything longer than a 50, you'll see in the top left-hand corner when the swimmers come into touch, it will show the leader of the race, their name, their club, and their time. And then as each following swimmer comes in and touches the wall, it will show how far they are behind in seconds. So pretty sophisticated stuff. For those of you who are really into swimming, basically the NCAA Conference Championships are happening right now all over the country. They're being broadcast on ESPN+, or if you're an ESPN Plus subscriber, you can see it. And this is the same graphic system that is being used by the Mountain West Conference, the ACC, and the SEC. The SEC broadcast is actually it's a pretty big broadcast. Rowdy Gaines from NBC was doing the color yesterday. Elizabeth Beisel was on the pool deck doing interviews after. So same graphical system. I'll go back to the Olympics. So the 2020 Olympics, Summer Olympics, this was the same graphics that NBC used for their coverage of the Olympics. So we're in good hands today. Everything is rocking and rolling. We got some Bon Jovi playing. Got to turn this down a little because I don't want to get hit with any of these copyright infringements for the Bon Jovi. Let's checking out the live stream. Let's see. So Jim Zhu, Lorraine Picard, Jeremy Woody Woodsmall, Mike Flynn, Sharesh Joshi, Ashley Erickson, thank you, Mary Lee, Lori Hero, Lorraine Up, Jim's mother-in-law checking in, Lori as always, Lorraine Picard, Heather Laporte. Heather, you're asking if there's any chance the time trials can be streamed today too. You know what, Heather? I'm in a good mood because this worked out great. I will stay and broadcast the time trials. Now, I might not do a ton of talking during them. You may just have video and some ambient noise, but I will stay. The time trials only took about 10, 15 minutes last night. So I will stay and do the time trials. So for those of you with children having swimming time trials today, I will stick around at the conclusion.
Thanks for coming today. Just a reminder, time trial cards should be here by 12:30.
So making some opening announcements. Swimmers are lined up. Event 17, Heat 1 will feature Maze Typhoon in 1, Metro West in 3, Metro West in 4, YMCA of the North Shore in 5, and Gators in 6. All those are A relays with the exception of Gators. It's B, as you can see on the screen. Love these graphics. So the teams are lined up. Brian, congratulations to your son, Ben. It looks like he qualified in a time trials last night. I actually heard Matt Craven talking this morning, and he mentioned that there were multiple swimmers who qualified for age group cuts during the time trials last night. So that's fantastic. Certainly a challenging environment in the time trials, with not being able to swim against anyone, in particular. You're kind of just out there by yourself. So very challenging environment. Good to hear that there were a lot of swimmers that did make those age group cuts. So we're almost ready to go here. Swimmers are lined up. Timers are ready. Officials are ready. So I don't have the names of the swimmers in the relays today. They're not listed on the heat sheets. I think they were trying to conserve some paper and reduce the amount of pages in this heat sheet. So we don't have the names. Obviously, I do know the Gators team very well. If I can make out a name on a cap, I'll certainly keep you posted. We're still a minute or two early. Everyone is ready to go. Of course, when the awards are presented, we will take the cameras over to the awards presentation.
Event 17, girls 7 under 200 yard freestyle relay.
Okay, so this is event 17, heat number 1. Let's hope everything goes well today. Good luck to all of the swimmers. Maze Typhoon in 3, Metro West in 4, YMCA of North Shore in 5, and Gators in lane 6. And it's Maze Typhoon out to the early jump here in lane 3. Metro West came in with the top time, 2:14.57. YMCA of the North Shore was 2:14.67. So Maze will be the first to get their second swimmer. Good transition there in lane number 3. So all of the second swimmers are now in the pool. Maze Typhoon has opened up a pretty commanding lead here in lane 3. Metro West and YMCA of the North Shore battling for second, with Gators bringing up the rear. So Maze Typhoon will make their transition to the third swimmer. Let's keep an eye on this transition. Sometimes tricky for these 10 and unders. Good, clean transition there. So the rule in relay swimming, as far as transitions take place, the outgoing swimmer has to maintain some sort of contact with the board until the incoming swimmer's hand touches the wall. You can move around, you can get almost like a running head start if you like on the block, but you just have to maintain contact with the board until that incoming swimmer comes in and touches the wall. So we'll watch that transition again in lane number 3, Maze Typhoon. Now that was a close one. It doesn't look like any officials' hands are raised, always a good thing. So Maze Typhoon comfortably in the lead. Metro West, Y running in second. YMCA of the North Shore running third. Gators fourth. Metro West YMCA swimmer, though, closing, made up some ground. If she had a little more pull, it might have been interesting, but our opening heat is going to go to Maze Typhoon in lane 3. 2:09.02. Second place goes to Metro West YMCA, 2:13.61, and YMCA of the North Shore takes third. So how do you like those graphics, folks? Making me breathe a sigh of relief here today. They're looking good. Here's heat number 2. It automatically pushed forward. I'm happy. Heat number 2 will have a full 8 lanes. There are your lane assignments. Top time coming in belongs to lane 4. That's the Amherst Tritons, 2:04.14. So this is their A relay. All A relays with the exception of Crimson in lane 8. This is Crimson's B. Looks like Kingfish out to the early lead, followed by the Tritons. So top 3 teams, Kingfish, Tritons, Gators, 1.5 seconds apart. Still very close here as all of the second swimmers now are in the water. Again, you can see who's in the lead when they come in and touch the wall on the start side on the top left-hand corner of your screen. It'll show the leader. It'll show how far behind the other teams are. It looks like the Tritons have now moved into first, and they have 1:00.47, followed by Kingfish and Gators. So Kingfish and the Tritons have swapped spots. Tritons now leading the way. All third leg swimmers are in the water, with the Tritons, Kingfish, and Gators leading the way. Kingfish making this one close, and here comes Gators as well. So Kingfish and Tritons going into their final swimmers. It will be Kingfish hitting the wall first, followed by the Tritons. Gators third, 3 seconds behind. That's Kayla DeCruz from Kingfish in lane 5. Here come the Tritons. So Kingfish and Tritons, lanes 5 and 4. Too close to the wall. It looks like Kingfish has it. Who's going to touch first? It is Kingfish, 2:00.93. Tritons take second. Bluefins take third. Gators fourth. But it was Kingfish A taking it, 2:00.93. Congratulations to Kingfish. We will move into our next event, which is event number 18. The boys 10 and under 200-yard freestyle relay.
Event 18, boys 10 and under 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat 1.
So we don't have graphics yet because, here we go. Well, All right, so we missed graphics there for some reason. I think the scoreboard operator was a little late. So here we go, lanes 3, North Shore Swim Club, lane 4, Gators, lane 5, Pioneer Valley Aquatics. And it's lane 5, Pioneer Valley Aquatics, out to the early lead in lane 5. Gators running in second, just under 3 seconds behind. North Shore third, just under 6 seconds behind. So Pioneer Valley Aquatics came in with a 2:18.90. They were second to the Gators. Gators had the top time coming in, 2:16.77. North Shore 2:19.69, but it will be Pioneer Valley getting their second swimmer in the water. And it looks like for the Gators in the middle of the pool, lane 4, it will be Ben Woody Woodsmall getting in the pool for the Gators. Pioneer Valley leading the way, followed by North Shore. Gators running third. So PVAA maintaining a pretty comfortable 4.5-second lead on North Shore. PVAA remains the lead. North Shore cutting it down a little bit, just under 4 seconds now. Gators about 10 seconds off the pace. So let's see if North Shore can cut into it even more. I think they're going to run out of pool here. Pioneer Valley looks pretty strong in lane number 5, and it will be Pioneer Valley who takes it. 2:13.93. North Shore takes second, 2:15.34. Gators takes third, 2:18.66. We'll move into heat number 2.
Heat 2.
There's your lane assignments, lanes 2 through 7. Okay, so the officials told the swimmers to relax for a second. Had a couple swimmers go in there from Crimson and the Bluefins. No harm, no foul, it looks like. We'll reset. Off and running, heat 2 of N18. Crimson in 2, Kingfish in 3, Crimson in 4, Bluefins in 5, YMCA of the North Shore in 6. Triton's in lane 7, so Crimson B is in lane 2. The rest of these relays are the A relays. Crimson A is the top time coming in, 2:08.41. It's Crimson in 4, Triton's in lane 7 leading the way. Who's going to touch first? It is the Tritons. Crimson a half a second behind, Kingfish 2 seconds off the pace as the second swimmers are now in the pool. Crimson now looks like they have moved into the lead in lane 4. They'll be the first to transition to their third swimmer. Crimson, Kingfish, Bluefins. Kingfish a second off the pace. The Bluefins just under 2 seconds behind. Crimson will get to their anchor swimmer first in lane 4. So Crimson will get off with about a 1.5 second lead over Kingfish. Crimson B running third, so Crimson going 1 and 3 right now. So it's no cap, no problem for the Crimson anchor swimmer. It will be Crimson who takes it in lane number 4. That's Crimson A, 204.79. Kingfish goes 205.65. YMCA of the North Shore takes 3rd. We'll move into our next
Event 19, girls 10 and under, 200-yard freestyle. Heat 1.
So I think I got to tell Matt that when he pushes that button to advance to the next heat, that's what draws my graphics, because he's doing that a little late. And that's what's causing the graphics not to draw immediately. So 1, 7, and 8 are open. Ella Chung in lane 2, Alina Ingo in 3, Ramia Sivapala in 4, Makeda Nato in 5, and Emma Holland in lane 6. So when he doesn't do that, this is what happens. We get stuck. Okay, had to step away really quick. We should have that fixed. Oh no, now I lost. Oh no, I didn't lose anything. There we go. Event 19, heat number 1. Again, this is the 100 freestyle. Heat number 1 looks like lane 4, Ramaya Sivapala leading the way, 200 freestyle, excuse me. So sometimes, folks, you will see some wonky things with the graphics that just don't add up. That is not a graphical problem. That's a communication problem with the scoreboard. Sometimes it happens. I'll keep you abreast of what's going on, and you can see the action live. But every once in a while, you'll see a little bit of a mess up here. All depends on the system. So heat lane 4 leading the way up. This is Sivapala. So Sivapala from the West Suburban YMCA Blue Waves. First time I've said that one. Looks like she may have lost her goggles as well. So great swim there by Sivapala. Ramirez Sivapala will be your winner, 235.69. Holland takes 2nd, Nato 3rd. So 1 second drop for Sivapala. There we go. Heat 2 in the water, you had your lane assignments there. Top time coming in belongs to Ella Soroy in lane 4, 234.29. She's from Solo Aquatics. Right behind her is Cami Delano, also from Solo, 234.38. Behind her, Georgia Abrams from Phoenix, 234.50. But right now it's Georgia Abrams, the 10-year-old from Phoenix, the leader after the 50. She's out in a 32.64, followed by Chen and Soroy. So top 3 swimmers, a second and a half off the pace here, so very tight race. When you look at the 2nd and 3rd spots, Abrams continues to build that lead in lane 6. Abrams stretching that lead to 4 seconds over Wierzanski and Chen. Soroy has moved down to 4th. It is Georgia Abrams and the rest of the field here. Now keep an eye on lane 2. That's Ali Wierzanski. She started to make a move and close some distance. 3 1/4 seconds behind. Soroy has now moved back up into 3rd. Chen down to 4th. It was Georgia Abrams from start to finish here, the 10-year-old from Phoenix. She came in with a 2:34.50. She'll go out with the 2:26.38, so an 8-second time drop. Abrams will take it. Schreiber takes 2nd. Abdul Nur takes 3rd. There's the rest of your results for heat number 2.
Heat 3.
There we go. There's your lane assignments for heat 3. Leah Witcher in lane 1, Chloe Wang in 2, Avery Abreu in lane 3, Avery Nato in 4, Mary Lee in 5, Anna Tokyo in lane 6, Emily Falk in 7, Kate Dos Santos in lane 8. It's Witcher and Wang, lanes 1 and 2, off to the early start. Quick start, I should say, here in lane heat number 3, excuse me. Wang, Witcher, and Dos Santos leading the way right now. Our top 3 swimmers separated by less than 2 seconds. Really, when you look at our top 5, 2.5 seconds apart. But it is Leah Witcher in lane 1, Chloe Wang in 2, both 10 years old. Witcher from Kingfish, Wang from Maze Typhoon. They are almost simultaneously at the wall, 0.4 of a second apart here at the halfway mark of heat number 3 in event number 19, girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle. Once again, welcome to the Toutel Aquatic Center here on the campus of the University of Rhode Island for the 2022 10 and under championships. This is day 2. Meet is presented to you by Crimson Aquatics. Alongside Jim Erickson, I am Jeremy Abreu, bringing you all of the action here. It looks like Leah Witcher has started to build up a little bit of a lead. And when I say a little bit of a lead, probably 3/4 of a second. And no, she's over a second now over Chloe Wang. With 50 to go, Wang and Witcher lead the field in lanes 1 and 2. And they are coming down the stretch here, folks. Stroke for stroke. It is now Chloe Wang who has moved into first at the flags. Can Witcher make a late push? And it will be Wang who takes it, 2:23.46. Witcher takes 2nd. Close race for 3rd here at the top. It was Mary Lee out touching Falk, so 2:30.25 for Lee. So Chloe Wang, your heat 3 winner. We'll move into heat number 4. Your lane assignments, in case you missed them: Olivia Parent in 1, Kira Hong in 2, Emery Albertson in 3, Casey Chung in 4, Brooke Abbott in 5, Colby Krause in lane 6, Reese Paulson in 7, and Kayla DeCruz in lane 8. This is our final heat of the girls 10 and under 200-yard freestyle. Casey Chung looking very strong. That's a name we said a lot yesterday. You may not have heard me because my audio is so bad, but Casey had a fantastic night yesterday. It looks like she's starting off the day strong here. So Chung, Parent, and Abbott, your top 3 at the 50 mark. I always like to keep an eye on the breathing patterns of anyone, especially in these 200 races. And for the 10-year-olds, you saw Chung. She was bilateral breathing earlier, about every 3 strokes. It looks like she's down to every stroke right now, but typically not breathing into the wall. Let's take a look at this one, and she does that time. But she has built up a very good lead. It looks like it's Olivia Parent in lane 1 running second. So that's at the bottom of your screen. Brooke Abbott from Kingfish also in the mix there. We'll take a look at the times here. Chung's at a 1:38.78 with 50 yards to go. Abbott second, Parent third, 6:54 behind. So it will be Casey Chung who takes it. 2:12.33, so she came in with a 2:18. That's a 6-second time drop. Abbott takes second, Hong third, Parent fourth. I think we're going to move into awards here, or maybe not. Nope. We're going into event number 20, the boys 10 and unders.
Heat 1.
There are your lane assignments. Lanes 1 and 8 will be open. Eli Henley in 2, Vasily Listopad in 3, Yusuf Busakain in 4, Riley Whitaker in 5, Slam and Sammy Howes in lane 6, and Ben Mahoney in lane 7.
Lane 5, Riley Whitaker. Lane 6, Sam Howes. Lane 7, Ben Mahoney.
Whitaker and Henley in a tight battle here. Whitaker leading the way, followed by Henry Busakain in third. There will be 2 heats of the boys' 200-yard freestyle. Then I believe we will go into awards for the relays. Tight race at the top here, lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5. They've separated themselves from the rest of the field. Let's take a look at your leader here. Whitaker remains in the lead, followed by Henry and Busakain. So no change at the top. Top 3 swimmers less than a second apart. Really, top 4 swimmers a second and a quarter apart. It appears as though Eli Henley from Kingfish has now moved into first. Keep an eye on Henley. Now, Henley's lost his goggles, so he's in lane 2. Goggles are around his chin. But it is a change at the top as Henley has moved into first. Whitaker has moved down to second. Listopad up to third. Busakain in fourth. So keep an eye on this battle in lanes 3 and 4, it looks like. Excuse me, lanes 2 and 3. Henley in 2, Listipad in 3. Vasily Listipad making a late push here as they get to the flags. Can he hold Henley off? They are stroke for stroke at the wall, and who's it going to be? It is Listipad who takes it, out touching Henley by 4/10. Whitaker takes 3rd. Slamming Sammy Howes will take 4th from Gators. So Vasily Listipad, the 9-year-old from the Bluefins, getting it done. Came in with a 2:34.52. He goes out with a 2:29.59. So Vasily Listipad, your Heat 1 winner. We'll move into Heat number 2. All right, so we're a little late on those lane assignments there, so we'll get you Benjamin Morris in lane 1, Connor Krozik in 2, Brian Damaris in 3, Alex Picard in 4, Gavin Ruan in 5, Nolan G in lane 6, Victor Figed Kosarev in lane 7, and Jason McLaughlin in lane 8. Top time coming in belongs to Picard, 2:18.43. 10-year-old from Crimson is in lane 4. Currently in a good battle with Ruan in the middle of the pool after 50. Ruan, Picard, and G. Top 4 swimmers less than 2 seconds apart. You'll find them in lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Picard and Ruan have begun to distance themselves. They're stroke for stroke in the middle of the pool. 3/100ths of a second separate them. G 3.5 seconds behind. So this race looks like it's going to be between Picard and Ruan, both 10. Picard from Crimson, Ruan from South Shore. They came into this race about 7/10ths of a second apart. So they were seated very closely. Ruan looks to have the lead ever so slightly right now on Picard. Let's take a look at these walls. It is Ruan. 0.2 of a second. G is in 3rd with Damaris, over 5 seconds behind. So here they go at the wall, and it was Picard who surged at the end for the victory. 2:12.67. Nice final 25 there by Alex Picard from Crimson. 2:13.12 the time for 1. G goes at 2:20.55. Good for 3rd. So I believe at the conclusion of this heat, they will go into awards. We'll have to check that out. The next event will be event number 21. So we'll go to awards. Get some kids playing around on the podium stand. To our left. So hard to discern the standings up here in terms of listening to the PA announcer, a different PA announcer today. But if you're looking for your child in the sea of podium swimmers, you'll likely be able to find them there. I tried to get the swimmers to pay attention and wave up to the camera yesterday, but they're so concerned with getting their, I don't know what it is they're handing out, some sort of prize. See if we can get somebody's attention down there to have them wave up to the camera. I mean, my own daughter is down there, and she's not even looking up at Dad. There we go. We're starting to get attention. Here we go.
We have North Shore Swim Club. In 7th place, we have Pioneer Valley Aquatics. In 6th place, we have the Amherst Triton. In 5th place, we have Crimson Aquatics. In 4th place, we have Langston North Shore.
There's the Gators team holding up their banners. So we had some ribbons held up there. Tough. It's like herding cats, folks. It's like herding cats. It truly is. 8 teams up on the podium. My partner, Jim Erickson, went over to try to get their attention. We did get the Gators and a couple other teams waving up, so that was nice. Again, you can check Meet Mobile for all of the times and places. Now this is the boys' side. It is funny. Jim's going over again. Get the boys to wave to the camera. Wave, wave, wave. Here we go. The boys are waving to the camera. They're your top finishers on the relay team. So congratulations to the boys. When we resume, we'll be at event 21. It's the girls 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. There will be 4 heats. Yes, Alex. Appreciate all the help you gave me yesterday. So just finishing up with the awards, we're going to move back to the pool. This is event 21, heat number 1. Here are your lane assignments. Lane 8 will be open. Off and running event 21, girls 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. Top time coming into heat number 1. You'll find them in lane 4. That's Charlie Ty from the Weymouth Waves. She's 9 years old, 43.93. So these races will go by quick. Looks like it's lanes 3 and 5. So that's Karakina and Schreiber leading the way. Here comes Charlie Ty in lane 4. Going to be close at the wall, and it is Schreiber who takes it 42.75. Karakina second, Ty third. Schreiber winning by 4/100ths of a second. Ella Soroy in lane 2. Ellie Rhinesmith in 3. Georgia Abrams in 3. Julia Melanson in 4. Fiona Green in 5. Fiona Chen in lane 6. Catherine Zhang in 7. And Cami Delano in lane 8. Your top time coming in belongs to Julia Melanson. She's the only one sub 43, 9-year-old from Kingfish, 42.98. But it looks like it's Rhinesmith in lane 2 right now leading the way. Tough to tell. Lane 7, Catherine Zhang also in the mix. Here comes Rhinesmith in lane 2, but it looks like it will be Catherine Zhang in lane 7. And it is Zhang, 41.47. Melanson second, Abrams third. So nice race there. Catherine Zhang, your Heat 2 winner. Top time coming into lane 3 belongs to Luisa Teixeira in lane 4 from United Swim Club, 42.01. Closely followed by Chloe Wang from Maze Typhoon in lane 5. Looks like it's lane 1. Renee Yu at the bottom of your screen leading the way after the 25. She's getting a push from lane number 6. That's Chloe Wang. So lanes 1 and 6, although Wang now has moved into the lead as she took a glance to her left. She sees she's in the clear, and it will be Chloe Wang who takes it. 40.01 the time. Serrano takes second, Levero third.
Heat 4.
We'll move into heat number 4. Avery Abreu in lane 1, Cortland Card in 2, Avery Lawrence in 3, Reese Paulson in 4, Charlie Sales in 5, Gianna Matry in lane 6, Julia Jin in 7, and Mary Lee in lane 8.
Lane 5, Charlie Saul. Lane 6, Gianna Matchery. Lane 7, Julia Jin. Lane 8, Mary Lee.
So it looks like it's Courtney Cart from PVA in lane 2 leading the way. Reese Paulson looks like to be in second, but it will be Cart who takes it. 37.30. Paulson second, Saul's third.
Event 22, boys 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke.
We'll move into event 22. This is now the boys 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. We'll have swimmers in lanes 3, 4, and 5. It looks like we're going to just have swimmers in 4 and 5. Lane 3 will be open.
In lane 3, Carlo Azamora. Lane 4, Aiden
So we have Aiden Gallagher in lane 4, Yusuf Bouzakane in lane 5. Gallagher comes in with a 46.66, Bouzakane 47.36. So 2 swimmers in the water right now. Our opening heat of event 22, boys 50-yard breaststroke. We're live at the Tutel Aquatic Center on the campus of the University of Rhode Island for the 2022 10 and under championships. It looks like Aiden Gallagher is going to take this opening heat, maybe, and he does, just out touches Bouzakane. Bouzakane had a soft touch at the wall there. Time registering a little late, but it was Gallagher, your opening heat winner. We'll move into heat number 2.
Lane 1, Dante Guerra. Lane 2, Jasper Lyons. Lane 3, Soren Menkowskis. Lane 4, Kaden Long. Lane 5, Eric Jen.
Dante Guerra in lane 1, Jackson Lyons in 2, Soren Mankoskis in 3, Caden Wong in 4, Eric Jen in 5, Justin Chen in 6, and Charles Zhang in lane 7. So Eric Jen heads into the wall. Heel touch first. Oops, sorry, folks. There we go. Jen first. Lyons second. Mankowskis third.
Heat 3.
We'll now move into heat number 3. Mulgrew in 1, Perron in 2, Listipad in 3, G in 4, Wang in 5, Kiao in 6, Smithson in 7, and Tyrell in lane 8.
Lane 4, Aaron Z. Lane 5, Evan Wang. Lane 6, Andrew Key. Lane 7, Chiao Smithson. Lane 8, Peter Tyrell.
Tight bunched group of swimmers here really across the pool. Looks like it could be Tyrell in lane 8 leading the way. So some outside smoke by Peter Tyrell, the 9-year-old from United. And it will be Tyrell who takes it, 41.84. Kyo second, Wang third. So nice race from Peter Tyrell in lane 8. And we'll move into our fourth and final heat on the boys, 10 and under 50 breaststroke. There are your lane assignments. Top time coming in belongs to Hudson Schoen in lane 4 from Westerly, 40.36. Keep an eye on Victor Figet-Kosarev in lane 3. The 9-year-old from Gators came in with a 42.13. He's second to the wall at the 25. It is Hudson Schoen leading the way. Eli Henry in the mix, as well as Brian Liu in lane 2. Schoen and Henley at the wall, and it's Henley out touching 1/100th of a second over Schoen. Couldn't get any closer than that, folks. Figet-Kosarev takes third. Eli Henley, your winner of heat number 4. We'll go to the PA announcer for awards.
At fourth place, we have Kara Hall. In third place, we have Emery Albertson. In second place, we have Brooke Abbott. And in first place, with a time of 2:12.33, we have Casey Chung. Could the coach of Bluefish Swim Club please report to the block?
So there are your podium swimmers. It looks like that's Casey Chung from Bluefish on top, leading the way. I believe it's Brooke Abbott from Kingfish to her left. Or it could be Leah Witcher. I'm sorry, folks. It's tough. I think it is Brooke Abbott. So I think it's going to be a lesson in futility trying to get the kids to look up at the camera every time. A lot of coaches on deck right in front of them trying to get those pictures. So all good.
Moving on to the men's 20.
Move into our next awards for the boys.
In 13th place, we have Sam Howe. In 12th place, we have Jason McLaughlin. In 11th place, we have Riley Whittaker. In 10th place, we have Benjamin Morris. In 9th place, we have Yusuf Faustin. Can our top 8 swimmers report to the blocks? In 8th place, we have Connor Crosswords. 7th place, Eli Henley. 6th place, Vasily Nisapad. 5th place, Victor Figet-Kosarev. 4th place, Brian Myers. 3rd place, Nolan Z. 2nd place, Gavin Ron. And in 1st place with 2:12.67, Alex Picard. For the Princeton Aquatic Coach, please come to the blocks.
So Alex Picard will take his place at the top of the podium. I think he already did, or maybe he's doing it now. There we go. There's Alex Picard at the top from Crimson. So those were the awards for the 200 freestyle.
23, girls 10 and under, 100-yard butterfly.
We'll move back into event 23. This is heat number 1 of 5. Girls 10 and under, 100-yard butterfly. Van Duzer in 3, Bolanos in 4, Vinarski in 5, Smirnu in 6. Top time coming in belongs to Bolanos. 10-year-old from Cape Cod, 132.19. .100 butterfly, always an interesting event for the 10 and unders. As fatigue starts to set in, sometimes you see that stroke start to fall apart a little bit, keeping the arms simultaneous. One of the technical aspects of the butterfly. Vinarski leading the way, followed by Bolanos and Van Duzer. Also touching the wall with 2 hands. Another extremely important technical requirement of the butterfly. So keep an eye on Bolanos in lane 4. She's in second right now, but she looks to be gaining a little bit of momentum as we come down the stretch here. Vinarski leads the way in lane 5. Let's see if Vinarski can hold on. Here comes Bolanos. They're at the flags, approaching the wall, and it will be Vinarski who takes it. 125.04 for Vinarski. Bolanos takes second. Van Duzer takes third. We'll move into heat 2 of 5. There are your lane assignments. Christine Deng comes in with the top time from Gators, 129.34. She's in lane 4. Second fastest time in this heat belongs to Olivia Parent from Bluefish in lane 5. Another thing to keep track of is the breathing pattern that these young swimmers partake in the butterfly. Some able to take breaths every other stroke, some needing to take it every stroke. Obviously much more efficient to keep your head in the water if you can breathe every other stroke. So if you keep an eye on Christine Deng in lane 4, that's exactly what she's doing. So every other stroke, she took her breath there. She will take a breath going into the wall there, 2-hand touch. She'll make the turn for home. Christine Deng, 10-year-old from Gators, leading the way in heat number 2. Here comes Audrey Shee and Gia Wei in lane 8. So top of your screen, keep an eye on Gia Wei, and it is Gia Wei who takes it. She second, Deng drops down to third, so they were top 3 separated by about 0.8 of a second, but Gia Wei in lane 8 from Lifetime Aquatics is your heat 2 winner. Ella Saroy in 1, Sophia Forney in 2, Sayars Keen in 3, Catherine Zhang in 4, Fran Martin in 5, Julia Jin in lane 6, Olivia Cordes in lane 7, and Fiona Chen in lane 8. Good battle shaping up in the middle of your pool. That's Catherine Zhang in 4, Fran Martin in 5. Zhang with the white cap with the black Y. Martin with the blue cap with the white BYB. And it was Zhang leading the way, followed by Martin and Saroy. Top 3 swimmers just under 2 seconds apart. But it really is Zhang and Martin leading the way in their race to lose. So Zhang will come to the wall first at the 75-yard mark. make her turn. Martin still a close second, but this is Catherine Zhang's race to lose. So Catherine Zhang, the 10-year-old from Metro West YMCA, came in with a 1:23.55. She'll be your Heat 3 winner in a time of 1:15.96, so big time drop there for Zhang. So Martin did take second. She had a soft touch at the wall. What that means, folks, is they did not touch the wall hard enough to register. That's why we do have backup timers there to register the times for the swimmers. So we'll move into heat number 4. There's your lane assignments. Reese Duty in lane 1, Kate Dos Santos in 3, Mary Lee in 4, Georgia Abrams in 5, Avery Nato in 6, Nina Labro in 6, Leah Witcher in 7, and Nova Oman in lane 8. It's Georgia Abrams out to the very early lead. So the 10-year-old from Phoenix jumping out early in lane 4. Followed by Duty and Dos Santos. So top 3 swimmers under 2 seconds apart. I don't know if anyone's going to catch Abrams in this race. The 10-year-old from Phoenix has surged out in front and at the 75-yard mark. She is firmly in control. It looks like it's Reese Duty in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, running in second. But Georgia Abrams will be your Heat 4 winner. (1:14.82) the time for Abrams. Witcher takes second, Duty third. We'll move into our 5th and final heat. There are your lane assignments. Casey Chung, who's already been on top of the podium so far today, comes in with your top time, 1:13.71. Brooke Abbott from Kingfish, 1:13.80, so 9/100ths off. So should be a good race all the way around here. Keep an eye in the middle of the pool, though, with Chung and Abbott. And it is Casey Chung from Bluefish who has jumped out to the early lead in lane 4. Chung, Abbott, and Maitre, your top 3 swimmers, separated by 2 seconds as they make their way toward the 75-yard wall. Chung leading the way. So for the second time in this Sunday session, Casey Chung will find herself at the top. She will be your Heat 5 winner. 1:11.52. Abbott takes second. Third place goes to Paulson. Casey Chung from Bluefish, your Heat 5 winner.
Event 24, boys 10 and under, 100-yard butterfly.
Next event we'll move into event 24. This is heat number 1, the boys' side. Time to do there. Butterfly lanes 1, 7, and 8 will be open. There are your lane assignments. Morales in 1, Alzamora in 2, Kiao in 4. Morales in 2, Alzamora in 3. Key in 4, Morrison 5, Connor Krozik in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Andrew Q from Crimson. It's the only one sub 134, 133.94. Gavin Morales and Benjamin Morse out to the early lead. And it is Morse, the 10-year-old from Kingfish, who will touch first at the halfway mark. 40:36 the time for Morse. He's followed by Morales and Krozik. Morse continues to motor on in lane 5. He gets to the flags, and he will be your opening heat winner of event 24. Benjamin Morse from Kingfish, 128.62 the time for Morse. Kruzak takes second, Morales third. So we move into heat number 2. Matthew Laporte in lane 1, Finn Langton in 2, Zach Carr in 3, Eli Henry in 4, Brian Liu in 5, Cam DeAngelis in 6, Justin Chen in lane 7, and Evan Wang in lane 8. Top time coming in belongs to Eli Henry, the 10-year-old from Kingfish, 131.93. Cam DeAngelis in lane 6 from the Rays. He'll be your leader at the halfway mark, followed by Liu and Henley, 2 seconds off the pace. So our top 3 swimmers in lanes 4, 5, and 6, respectively. Will anyone catch DeAngelis? Liu and Henley is certainly going to try as we enter our final 25. DeAngelis has over a second lead on Brian Liu. Here comes Henley as he looks to the right to gauge where he's at. Will Cam DeAngelis be able to hold on here? And it looks like he will, so Cam DeAngelis takes it. Liu second, Henley third. Matthew Laporte takes fourth from PVAA. Heat 3 lane assignments for your viewing. Looks like lane 8 is open, so an open lane in lane 8. Ben Woody Woodsmall in lane 1, Noel Flynn in 2, Mark Zayna Gidadimov in lane 3, Aaron G in 4, James Esposito in 5, Jacob Merrick in 6, and Jackson Lyons in lane 7. Lane 8 is open. Top time coming in belongs to Aaron G from Hockomock Area Y, 127.37. Looks like it is Flynn, though. No, it was Merrick at the wall first, followed by Zayna Gananoff with Flynn in third. I don't want to butcher Mark's name in lane 3, so we're going to call Mark in lane 3 Mark Z, just to make sure there's no bad mistakes. With pronunciations, I do apologize if there is, and just like that, it is Mark Z leading the way here in lane 3 from the North Shore Swim Club. The 9-year-old came in with a 127.61. He's going to demolish that time. 122.83. Mark Z gets it done. Z takes second, Flynn third. So Mark Z from the North Shore Swim Club, your Heat 3 winner. We'll move into our fourth and final heat on the boys' 100 fly.
Heat 4.
Gil McCollum in lane 1, Marty Taslikoff in 2, Brian Damaris in 3, Alex Picard in 4. Slammin' Sammy Howes in lane 5, Henry Schimmel in 6, Miles Haig in 7, and Victor Figet Kosarev is not in lane 8, so that's a scratch in lane 8. Lane 8 will be open. Alex Picard leading the way. It looks like he's followed closely by Schimmel and Haig. So our top 3 swimmers under 2 seconds apart. Picard has been atop the podium already today. Henry Schimmel from the YMCA of the North Shore looking to knock him off here, and it is Schimmel going into the final 20 yards or so with the lead on Picard. He's in lane 6. Pulling away, it will be Henry Schimmel, the 10-year-old from YMCA of the North Shore, getting it done. 1:14.53. Haig takes second. Picard will have to settle for third. Still a great swim by Picard. Henry Schimmel, your Heat 4 winner.
We'll be taking a quick break to announce awards for events 21 and 22. For event 21, in 16th place, we have Leona Green. In 15th place, we have Renee Yu. In 14th place, we have Leo Wisher. In 13th place, we have Georgia Abrams. In 12th place, we have Julia Millingston. In 11th place, Nina Levin.
So while we have a quick moment, we're doing awards right now over on the left-hand side, but I wanted to take the time to say a word in acknowledgement of Ethan Tran and his family from Pioneer Valley Aquatics. So Ethan was recently diagnosed with leukemia, so we wanted to give a shout out to his parents and to Ethan, let everyone know that everyone in New England swimming is behind him. He will have a tough road ahead, so if you can keep Ethan and the Tran family in your thoughts during this difficult time. I did have a conversation with Coach Corey from Pioneer Valley Aquatics last night after the session. He was obviously very upset, but, you know, like everyone said, we're going to do everything that we can to be there for Ethan. So the Tran family, you are in our thoughts. I think I can speak for everyone in New England swimming. Everyone in this building is pulling for you. So best of luck to Ethan Tran and the Tran family. We'll be right back after awards. There are your medalists there on the top. It looks like that's Eli Henley from Kingfish atop the podium. Kids have been doing a better job of waving to the camera, along with some coaxing from my partner, Jim Erickson. Okay, so awards seem to be done. We're going to move back. This is event 25, the women's 10 and under 100 back. There will be 6 heats. This is heat number 1, 3 swimmers, lanes 3, 4, and 5. There are your lane assignments. So we do have an unexpected swimmer in this, and I believe it's Charlie Sauls. So Charlie Sauls is in lane 6. Green in 3, Barnett in 4, Rhinesmith in 5, Sauls in lane 6. And that's why her name is not showing next to her, so she may have been a late addition after the session was already seated. Rhinesmith second, Barnett third. So we won't have Charlie Saul's name on the screen, but she does not care. She will be your opening heat winner of the 100 backstroke. 1:14.65 for Sauls. Second place looks like it'll be Elle Rhinesmith from Charles River Aquatics. Third place goes to Barnett from Kingfish. So Charlie Sauls, your heat 1 winner.
Heat 2.
So that missing swimmer on your screen there was C.C. Gregory from the Bluefins in lane 3. Tightly bunched group of swimmers here, though. It looks like it's Fran Martin from the Bluefins leading the way in the middle of your screen, lane 4. So she had a tight turn last time. Let's watch this turn. She gets a great push off the wall. Sana Yoshi running second. So Joshi from Gators, Martin from the Bluefins. Coming into the final 25, the order has not changed. Martin leading the way, followed by Joshi. At the flags and into the wall, it will be Fran Martin who takes it from the Bluefins. 120.73, Joshi goes a 121.41. Third place will be Ella Chong from Maze Typhoon. 8 years old is Ella. So nice race by Ella. We'll move into heat number 3. Top time coming into heat number 3 belongs to Claire Kropp. The 10-year-old from Crimson comes in with a 121.99. The record for this event was set back in 2003 by Elizabeth Beisel, 101.67. Beisel has many of these records, a well-accomplished swimmer way back to the young age of 10 and earlier as well. Audrey Shee from Mays Typhoon leads the way at the halfway mark. She's followed closely by Chen and Kropp, though. Top three swimmers 1 second apart at the halfway mark. Shee and Kropp in lane 4 look to be your two leaders. Chen right there in the mix as well in lane 6. And it will be Kropp who takes it, followed by Chen. She takes third. This is heat number 4. Avery Nato in lane 1, Ramia Sivapala in 2, Chiara Serrano in 3, Serena Deming in 4, Avery Lawrence in 5, Avery Abreu in lane 6, Charlotte Erickson in lane 7, and Sayarsi Keene in lane 8. So the top time coming in belongs to Serena Deming, 1:20.35 for Deming. It's Chiara Serrano from DHH leading the way. Erickson second, about 7/10 behind. Deming and Abreu round out the top 4. Chiara Serrano, the 10-year-old from DHH, will be your Heat 4 winner. Looks like Charlotte Erickson will take second in lane number 7. So Serrano goes a 1:15.40, Erickson 1:16.91. Abreu will take third, 1:18.82. So nice swims and good time drops by all of these swimmers. So we move into heat number 5. Safia Abdul-Nur in lane 1, Chloe Wang in 2, Odile Abuzaid in lane 3, Makaden Nato in 4, Olivia Parent in 5, Emily Falk in 6, Mary Tucker in 7, and Sophia Forney in lane 8. This is heat 5 of 6. Girls 10 and under 100-yard backstroke. We appreciate everyone taking the time to join us this morning for these New England 10 and under championships at the Tudel Aquatic Center on the campus of the University of Rhode Island. Tight race here in heat 5 at the halfway mark. Parent, Wang, Falk, Abdul-Nur, and Tucker less than 2 seconds apart. Olivia Parent leading the way, the 10-year-old from Bluefish. 1:18.84 is the time that she came in with. But here comes Chloe Wang in lane 2. She's overtaken Parent, and it will be Chloe Wang who takes it. 1:16.07. Parent takes second. Abdul-Nur takes third from the Tritons. 1:18.61 for her. We will move into our 6th and final heat. There are your lane assignments. All 8 lanes should be full, and they are. Emery Albertson in lane 1, Cortland Cart in 2, Kyla DeCruz in lane 3, Casey Cheung in 4, Georgia Abrams in 5, Kira Hong in 6, Mary Lee in 7, and Anna Tokyo in lane 8. Keep an eye on Kayla DeCruz, the 10-year-old from Crimson in lane 3. She came in with a 1:14.18. That was 3 seconds behind Chung, but it is DeCruz in the lead right now. So DeCruz at the halfway mark is followed by Abrams and Cheung. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 is where the action is at. DeCruz, Cheung, and Abrams in that order vying for the top time here. They are almost stroke for stroke, all 3 of them. DeCruz may have the slight lead. I don't know. Too tough to call here. And it does look like it could be DeCruz or Abrams in lane 5. Let's see the touch at the wall, and it will be Abrams out-touching DeCruz by 1/100th of a second. Cheung takes 3rd. So DeCruz, Abrams, Cheung. What a race. Congratulations to Kayla DeCruz. Your Heat 6 winner will move into event 26 now on the boys' side for the 100-yard backstroke. Well, we just lost data for a second. There we go. Back in action, folks. Got scared for a second there. There are your lane assignments. Lane 8 is open. As is lane 3, although here we go. Lane 3 now, Jackson Lyons making his way to the blocks fashionably late as he gets in the water from Bluefish. Event 26, this is heat 1 of 3, folks. Kaltoff in 1, Flowers in 2, Lyons in 3, Peralkov in 4, Alzamora in 5, Esposito in 6, and Kitka in lane 7. Tight bunch of swimmers here. It looks like it's Flowers in 2, Kitka in 7, your top 2, and it is Flowers, Kitka, Esposito leading the way. Top 3 swimmers separated by 2 seconds. Emmett Flowers, the 10-year-old from the YMCA of the North Shore, has now catapulted himself into the lead. In lane 2, he came in with a 1:26.47. It's going to destroy that time here this morning, so Flowers will take it. Soft touch at the wall, though, so that time is a little off. 1:21.85, though. Kitka 2nd, Perlkoff 3rd. So a lot of times, folks, they'll touch the wall initially. It won't register, and then maybe another part of their body touches the wall and it will register. Fortunately for the swimmers, that's why we have the backup timers. They're getting that first touch. So no swimmer is being robbed, so to speak, of their correct time. As you see, lane 2's lane assignments, heat 2, I should say. Top time coming into heat 2 belongs to Emerson Liu from Crimson, 1:22.58. Chris Satiti from Charles River Aquatics out to the early lead in lane 5. Followed by Dino Bethinas in lane 8. Satieti, Bethinas, and Lou, your top 3 swimmers, separated by 2 seconds. And it will be Satieti to the wall first. Here comes Emerson Liu, though, in lane 4. Keep an eye on Liu. Keep an eye also on Bethinas in lane 8 at the top of your screen. Making a move here. They're at the flags and into the wall. It looks like it's Satieti, and it is. 1:18.82. Liu takes second. Listipad takes third. So I believe it was actually Bethinas who had third. He had a soft touch. Keep an eye on Meet Mobile for those times, official times, as we move into our third and final heat of the 100-yard backstroke. Eli Henley in lane 1, Marty Tazlikoff in 2, Henry Schemmel in lane 3, Gavin Ruan in 4, Nolan G in 5, Brian Damaris in lane 6, Jacob Merrick in 7, and James Cruiser in lane 8. We will take a break for awards. After this, I'll hand you off to the PA announcer for that. So I myself can take a quick drink and have a little quick snack here in between all the great action from the Toutal Aquatic Center here on the University of Rhode Island campus. It is Gavin Ruan leading the way, followed by Shamel and Z. Ruan has led this thing from the start, and it will be Gavin Ruan from the South Shore Y. 108 flat. Shamel takes second. G takes third, and that will be a wrap on our 100-yard backstroke. This should be time for awards. We'll just make sure of that before we bring you over to the podium. And we will. So we'll hand it off to the PA announcer for awards. We'll be right back with event 27, girls 10 and under 50 free.
Lane 15th place, we have Avery Nadeau. In 14th place, we have Ellis Rice. 13th place, Reese Judy. 12th place, Leah Witcher. 11th place, Emily Falk. 10th place, Shori Keene. 9th place, Fran Martin. Put our top 8 swimmers come up to the blocks. In 8th place, we have Gianna Matchery. 7th place, Kira Hall. 6th place, Kobe Krause. 5th place, Catherine Zane. 4th place, Georgia Abrams. 3rd place, Reese Paulson. 2nd place, Brooke Abbott. And in 1st place with a time of 1:11.52, Casey Sean. Could the Blue Swim Club coach please come up to the block? If you are a parent not currently timing, please remove yourself from the deck. Not kind of off deck, please remove yourself off deck. If you are not timing and you are a parent, please remove yourself from Everybody has the same rules. Thank you. Moving on to event 24. In 16th place, we have Marty Tasakov. 15th place, Matthew Laporte. 14th place, Gail McCollum. 13th place, Benjamin Morse. 12th place, Jacob Murick. 11th place, Eli Henley. 10th place, Noel Flynn. 9th place, Aaron Z. Could our top 8 swimmers please come up to the blocks? In 8th place, we have Brian Lee. 7th place, Cam DeAngelis. 6th place, Mark Zanaganov. 5th place, Sam House. 4th place, Brian D. Samaras. 3rd place, Alex Picard. 2nd place, Miles Hag. And in 1st place with a time of 1 minute, 14 seconds, and 53, Henry Kamel. Could the coach of YMCA North Shore Sharks please come up to the blocks?
So we'll come back here to event number 27.
If you want to submit a time trial, please stop at about 12 noon.
This is the girls 10 and under 50 freestyle. There will be 6 heats. You see our lane assignments. Lanes 3, 4, and 5, Wenberg, Den, and Honecker. Heat 1 is up on the blocks. We're ready to go. Event 27, girls 10 and under 50-yard freestyle. Christine Deng comes in with the top time of 35:13. Right behind her is Honecker, 35:18. I don't suspect there will be a lot of distance between any of these 3 swimmers. We'll take a look here. Honecker with a nice turn, so the 9-year-old from Purple Valley Aquatics in lane 5. Starting to pull away at the flags, and it will be Honecker. Takes the opening heat, 35:18. Den goes at 35:53. Wenberg at 36:99. We'll move right into heat number 2. There are your lane assignments. We're waiting for a swimmer in lane number 3. Looks like it's L. Rhinesmith. So Rhinesmith makes her way to the blocks. We're ready to go. Heat 2 of 6. And Rhinesmith had a great start there in lane 3, so great reaction time. So Rhinesmith is doing the butterfly here. Claire Kropp leading the way in lane 5 from Crimson. So the 10-year-old from Crimson, 32.93. So Kropp will touch first. It wasn't Karakina. So a little scoreboard touchpad malfunction. there. I think Rhinesmith just realized that she swam the fly instead of the freestyle. She was a little late to the blocks. May have lost track of her event, which is okay. Happens all the time. Probably won't be the last time it happens. Ali Wierzanski in lane 1, Julia Melanson in 2, Serena Deming in 3, Ella Soroy in 4, Emily Falk in 5, Charlotte Erickson in lane 6, Finn Simonson in 7, and Nova Ullman in lane 8.
Lane 6, Charlotte Erickson. Lane 7, Finn Simonson. Lane 8, Nova Lamar.
Ella Soroy from Solo Aquatics looks to be your Heat 2 winner, and she will be. 30.87. Falk takes second, Wierzanski third.
Heat 4.
Quick up and backs in these 50 frees. Top time coming into Heat 4 belongs to Charlie Sauls, 30.97. So she's the only sub 31 swimmer here in Heat number 4. She's in lane 4. She will be to the wall first, just barely ahead of Anna Tokyo in lane 3, but really tight group of swimmers. And take a look at lane 1. Cortland Cart leading the way here from Purple Valley Aquatics out of nowhere in lane 1. Cart goes at 29.92. Great swim. Wade takes second. Sauls takes third. We'll move into Heat number 5. Colby Kraus, swimming unattached, comes into this heat with a 30.22. That's the top time in Heat number 5. Sophia Muller, though, leading the way from UVOC. Goggles around her nose. It will be Muller at the wall and taking it, 28.78. Witcher's second, Kraus takes third, so Muller goes to sub 29 here in Heat number 5. And we'll move into our 6th and final heat. Kiara Serrano in lane 1, Gianna Maitre in 2, Kayla DeCruz in 3, Casey Cheung in 4, Reese Paulson in 5, Chloe Wang in 6, Brooke Abbott in 7, and Alina Ingo in 8. Tight bunch of swimmers here, 2, 4, 6. Who's it going to be? Wang takes it in lane 6. Maitre second, Cheung third.
Event 28, boys 10 and under 50-yard freestyle. Heat 1.
We'll move into the boys' side now. This is event 28. Mankowskis in 3, Zhang in 4, Shaduri in 5. There will be 6 heats on the boys' side as well. Folks, we are moving through our program at a rapid pace after the 50 free. We'll have our final individual event of the day, which is the 100 IM, before we finish up with a few relays. Charles Zhang, the 9-year-old from Metro West YMCA, he's battling Shaduri. Who's going to touch first? And it is Zhang out-touching Shaduri. Mankowskis takes third. Heat 2 lanes 1 and 8 will be open. Chael Smithson in lane 2, Cam DeAngelis in 3, Finn Langton in 4, Carlo Alzamora in 5, Aaron Kitka in 6, Emmett Flowers in lane 7. So once again, lanes 1 and 8 are open. Cam DeAngelis looks to be your leader early on, getting pushed there by Finn Langton in 4. We saw Cam DeAngelis win a butterfly event earlier, on his way potentially to win the freestyle. Let's see if he can hold off Langton, and he does by 1/100th of a second. So this is the third race decided by 1/100th of a second today. Alzamora takes third. So Cam DeAngelis, your Heat 2 winner, will move on to Heat number 3. Alex Strazimiri comes in with the top time of 33:34 in Heat number 3. He's in lane 4 from the North Shore Swim Club.
Lane 5, James Cruiser. Lane 6, Simeon Miracle. Lane 7, Leo Gonzalez. Lane 8, Noel Quinn.
Strazimiri came in with the top time. Strazimiri's going to go out with the top time. He will be your Heat 3 winner. 31.90. Cruiser takes second, Perone third. So Alex Strazimiri, your Heat 3 winner, will move on to Heat number 4.
Heat 4.
Looks like we're waiting for a swimmer in lane 7, but maybe not. Lane 7 will be open. So Garrett in 1, Mahoney in 2, Trudell in 3, Haig in 4, Lou in 5, Merrick in 6, and Sitieti in 8.
Lane 4, Miles Haig. Lane 5, Emerson Liu.
Miles Haig from Pioneer Valley Aquatics, the 9-year-old, came in with the top time, 32.01, and he is leading the way here. .30.27 the time for Haig. Trudell takes second, Setieti takes third. As we move into Heat number 5.
Heat 5.
Yusuf Bousakane in lane 1, Riley Whitaker in 2, Vasily Listopad in 3, Jason McLaughlin in 4, Aaron G in 5, Eric Jen in 6, Benjamin Morris in lane 7, and Henry Schemmel in lane 8. We got a tight race here, lanes 2, 3, 6. Could be lane 6, Eric Jen, but look at lane 8, Henry Schemmel at the top of your screen. Who's going to touch first? And it's Schemmel who takes it, 30.47. Jen takes second, Listopad third. So great racing there as we move into our 6th and final heat of the 50-yard freestyle. Victor Figet Kosarev in lane 1, Hudson Schoen in lane 2, Alex Picard in 3, Marty Tazlikov in lane 4, Gavin Ruin in 5, Nolan G in lane 6, Brian Damaris in lane 7, and Gavin Morales in lane 8. Again, this should be another tight one, folks. Lane 3, Alex Picard. Lane 5, Gavin Ruin. They're head-to-head, stroke for strokes. It could be Picard. See who touches first. And it is Ruin who out-touches Picard by a 10th. G takes third.
We'll be taking short breaks to announce the 100-yard backstroke awards.
So we're going to go into awards. We'll hand it off to the PA announcer, and we'll be right back with our final individual event, which will be event 29, the girls 10 and under 100-yard IM.
In 15th place, we have Serena Dean. 14th place, Ava Abu. 13th place, Sophia Abdullah. 12th place, Mary Lee. 11th place, Anna Torchio. 10th place, Olivia Perry. 9th place, Charlotte Erickson. Could our top 8 swimmers please come up to the blocks? In 8th place, we have Kira Hong. 7th place, Chloe Wade. 6th place, Kiara Serrano. 15th place, Charlie Stalls. 4th place, Emery Alderson. 3rd place, Casey Chung. 2nd place, Kayla DeCruz. And in 1st place with a time of 1:11:37, Georgia Abrams. Could the Phoenix swimming coach please come up to the block?
So while we have a little break in the action, for those of you with swimmers that will be competing at age groups over the next 2 weeks, so next week is 11 to 14, the week after is 15 to 18, I will be bringing you coverage of both of those age group events. They will be broadcasted on the WPI Athletics YouTube page. So have no fear. That information will get disseminated out to you this week.
In 16th place, we have Erica Kita. 15th place, Gavin Morales. 14th place, Jacob Merrick. 13th place, Marty Kazakov. 12th place, Brian Lee. 11th place, Eli Henley. 10th place, Cecilia Lisapad. 9th place, Emmett Flowers. Could our top 8 swimmers please come up to the blocks? In 8th place, we have Emerson Liu. 7th place, Dino Becamas. 6th place, James Cruiser. 5th place, Chris Satiti. 4th place, Brian Desmarais. 3rd place, Nolan Z. 2nd place, Henry Kamel. And in 1st place with a time of 1:08, Gavin Duran. Could the South Shore YMCA Stripers coach come up to the blocks, please?
Almost ready to go here. Event number 29. This will be the girls 10 and under 100-yard IM, our final individual event of the morning. The girls and the boys will head into 4 relays after that, and that'll be a wrap. We are running ahead of schedule by about 15 minutes so far.
Judges, we have 15 minutes left to turn in those time trial cards.
As a reminder, we will be bringing you the time trials after this conclusion. They will be brought to you with no commentary, and I will be honest, folks, we'll probably just have the start-finish camera on, but we will bring you time trials as we move into event 29, girls 10 and under 100-yard IM. Top time coming into heat number 1 belongs to the 9-year-old Charlie Tai, 129.46. So I always like to watch the IM. You see a lot of lead changes in the IM as different swimmers have different strokes that they're more proficient at than others. They'll do 25 of each stroke. They'll start off with fly, transition to back, move into breast, finish up with freestyle. That's Elle Rhinesmith from Charles River Aquatics at the halfway mark, leading the way, followed by Ty and Van Duzer. Rhinesmith will go into the wall with the opening heat victory, 125.85 for Rhinesmith. Ty takes second, 127.66. Green takes third, 131.22. We'll move into heat number 2. So, McCaden Nato in lane 1, Julia Smirno in 2, Fiona Chen in 3, Mary Tucker in 4, Amanda Chen in lane 5, Renee Yu in lane 6, Luisa Teixeira in lane 7, and Ella Chong in lane 8.
Lane 7, Luisa Teixeira. Lane 8, Alex Chong.
Julia Smirnu from Crimson out to the early lead in lane 2. So we may have a corrupted data file for this particular race. I don't see any data flowing. We'll check it out on that next heat, but it is Julia Smirnu in lane 2 from Crimson leading the way. Smirnu will take it. Second place will go to lane 4, and that's Mary Tucker. Oh, here we go. We are working. Tucker second. Chen takes third. We'll move into heat number 3.
Heat 3.
Fran Martin in lane 1. Charlotte Erickson in lane 2. She's about to embark on her 100 IM. She takes a look up into the stands, sees Dad. Big smile. Saina Joshi in lane 3. Sayursi Keen in 4, Audrey Shee in 5, Sophia Muller in 6, Safia Abdulnur in lane 7, and Sophia Forney in lane 8. Fran Martin, along with Audrey Shee and Sophia Muller, are top 3 right now at the halfway mark. And it is Shee, Muller, Martin in that order. Jim Erickson nailing these transitions with the camera, I'll tell you. Audrey Shee and Fran Martin are your top 2 swimmers coming into the final 25, and it looks like it's going to be Audrey Shee from Maze Typhoon who will take it in lane 5. Martin will take second. Will Erickson get third? And she does, 121.39 for Erickson Muller goes a 121.58. And your winner, Audrey Shee, 119.15. Top time coming in belongs to Reese Duty here from the Wayland Community Pool, 120.48.
Lane 4, Reese Judy. Lane 5, Avery Liu. Lane 6, Ellis Royce. Lane 7, Leah Witcher. Lane 8, Pedro Santos.
At the halfway mark, it's Zhang leading the way, followed by Dos Santos and Duty. Really, when you look at our top 7 swimmers, they're separated by less than 2 seconds. So really anybody's race here as we move into the breaststroke.
If you're not actively swimming or behind the block,
Catherine Zhang in lane 1, Avery Lawrence in lane 2. They're battling as they approach the flags. Who's going to touch first? And it is Lawrence, 118. Zhang first, Lawrence second. Duty takes third, Abreu takes fourth, 119.95. We'll move into heat number 5. Top time coming into heat number 5 belongs to Colby Kraus.
lane 2, Gio Ray. Lane 3, Chloe Ray. Lane 4, Cody Kraus.
118.33.
Lane 6, Emily Falk. Lane 7, Kayla DeCruz. Lane 8, Caitlin Clark.
Chloe Wang in lane 3 from Maze Typhoon leads the way at the halfway mark. She's followed by Julia Lynn from Charles River Aquatics. So Chloe Wang followed now in lane 8 by Cortland Cart. So Wang running in first out of lane 3. Cortland Cart running second in lane 8 at the top of your screen. Third place looks to be lane 4, and that's Colby Kraus. And it is Wang who takes first. Cart second, Kraus third. Heading into our final heat on the girls' side.
He's great.
Reese Paulson in lane 1, Emery Albertson in 2, Gianna Maitre in lane 3, Georgia Abrams in 4, Casey Chung in 5, Charlie Sauls in lane 6, Mary Lee in 7, and Kira Hong in lane 8. This is our final heat of the 100-yard IM on the girls' side this morning. Is Casey Chung in lane 5. Starting to break away, about a body length lead on her next closest competitor. That's Georgia Abrams in lane 4. So Cheung to the wall first, followed by Abrams and Maitre. A little over a second and a half off the pace set by Cheung here as they move into the breaststroke. There won't be a lot of suspense here in Heat 6. It's Casey Cheung, the 10-year-old from Bluefish, who takes it in lane 5. 111.26. Great performance by Cheung. Maitrey takes second. Paulson takes third. Future is bright for New England swimming all the way around. When you take a look at all of these fantastic performances by the 10 and unders so far this weekend, we'll move into our final event, event number 30. The boys 10 and under 100-yard IM. There will be 5 heats. Zach Carr in lane 3, Ben Woody Woodsmall in lane 4, Arjun Shaduri in lane 5. Carr and Woodsmall out to the quick start with Butterfly. Clean transition over to back. It's Zach Carr from the North Shore Swim Club leading the way, followed by Woodsmall from Gators. They'll head into Breaststroke. Woodsmall starting to close that gap between him and Carr. It was 2.5 seconds at the wall. Woodsmall looks to be just about even, and he may move ahead of Carr at the wall here. Let's take a look at this turn. And he is at the wall first. Turning for home, final 25 for Woodsmall and Carr. Carr surges ahead now in lane 3. Here comes Woodsmall again. They're at the flags, almost stroke for stroke, but it will be Carr who takes it. 129.59. Woodsmall goes a 130.12. Shaduri 135.85. So Zach Carr, your Heat 1 winner.
Heat 2.
Peter Tyrrell in 2, Carlo Alzamora in 3, Caden Huang in 4, Mark Z in lane 5, Lucas Anderson in 6, and Alexander Kaltoff in lane 7. Lanes 1 and 8 are empty. Lanes 2, 5, and 7 battling it out at the halfway mark. Tyrell leading the way, followed by Kaltoff and Mark Z from the North Shore Swim Club. Peter Tyrell in lane 2 separates at the end, and he will take it 122.60. Mark Z takes second, 123.97. Alzamora takes third as we move on to heat number 3 of 6. There are your lane assignments. Top time coming into Heat 3 belongs to Jacob Merrick from the Bluefins, 123.03. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6, all in the 123 range. Keep an eye on lane 6, that's Slammin' Sammy House from the Gators.
Lane 6, Sam Howell. Lane 7, Matthew Cortez. Lane 8.
But it is Miles Haig from Pioneer Valley Aquatics in lane number 2. He'll be your leader at the halfway point, followed by Howes. So Howes running second right now from Gators. Laporte third. Brian Liu from Hockomock area Y looks to have moved into second. Howe's down to third as they approach the wall for their final 25. And it will be Haig who takes it. 116.48. Liu will take second. Tight race for third, and it is Howes who edges out Laporte. 121.73 for Howes. Liu goes a 120.59. So we move into heat 4 or 5. Top time coming in here to heat 4 belongs to Jackson Lyons from the Bluefish. 120.99 the time for Lyons. He's in lane 4. Victor Figet Kosarev, Eli Henley leading the way at the bottom of your screen, lanes 2 and 3. And it is Figet Kosarev who has surged into first at the halfway mark. The 9-year-old from Gators came in with a 121.60. Very strong breaststroker there, so I expect he's going to extend this lead ever so slightly on Henley going into the freestyle. Takes a peek to his left. He sees Henley is right there with him. They are almost stroke for stroke. Figet Kosarev is to the wall first, probably by a quarter of a second. Good battle here coming down the stretch, lanes 2 and 3. Victor Figet Kosarev in lane 2. Eli Henley in lane 3. Right now it's Figet Kosarev by a fingertip. Will Henley catch him at the wall? No, he won't. Figet Kosarev takes it 117.63. Henley takes second, Mulgrew third, so great race there. Congratulations to Victor Figet Kosarev, your Heat 4 winner in our final individual event of the morning, folks. Can I still say morning? Nope. Afternoon here on the East Coast, 12:04. This is Heat 5 of 5. Henry Schemmel in lane 1, Brian Damaris in 2, Alex Picard in 3, Gavin Ruan in 4, Nolan G in 5, Hudson Schoen in lane 6, Marty Tazlikov in 7, and Eric Jen in lane 8. Gavin Ruan leading the way after the butterfly. Alex Picard right there with him, as is Nolan G. Ruan leading the way, followed by Picard and Z. Let's see if Picard can catch him. Picard making a surge here on the breaststroke in lane 3. Almost a simultaneous touch on the far end. Ruan and Picard. Lanes 3 and 4. Ruan is now surged ahead. About 10 yards to go. They're at the flags and into the wall. It will be Ruan who takes it. 110.68, followed by Picard. Z takes third. I think we may do awards right now before these relays. We'll let you know.
Can we have a WS5 coach in the announcement table, please? We'll also be taking a short break.
So we will take a short break for awards. We'll be back with event 31, the girls 10 and under, 400 freestyle relay.
14th place we have Green Studi. 13th place we have Kira Hall. 12th place we have Emery Albertson. 11th place Cody Krause. 10th place Leo Witcher. 9th place Reese Colson. And so we got our top 8 swimmers to the blocks, please. In 8th place we have Kayla DeCruz. 7th place Cortland Park. 6th place Kiara Serrano. 5th place Brooke Abbott. 4th place Casey Chung. 3rd place Sophia Mueller. 2nd place Shiona Matry. And in 1st place with a time of 28:58, Chloe Ray. For the male cycling, someone called coach, come up to the box, please. Moving on to event 28. In 16th place, we have Alex Strauss-Amiri. 15th place, Chris Safari. 14th place, Gavin Morales. 13th place, Marley Woodtaker. 12th place, Silas Trudell. 11th place, Vasily Lisapod. 10th place, Victor Brigade Coffee-Red. 9th place, Eric Jen. Can we get our top 8 swimmers to the blocks, please? In 8th place, we have Henry Kamel. 7th place, Marty Kasnikov. 6th place, Miles Hag. 5th place, Brian Esmari. 4th place, Hudson Showen. 3rd place, Nolan Z. 2nd place, Alec Picard. And in 1st place, for the time of 28:60, Gavin Ruan. For the South Shore YMCA coach, please come up to the block.
Gavin Ruan on top of the podium once again. He's had himself a great 10 and under championship here at the University of Rhode Island. He holds up his medal along with Alex Picard. And I believe that's Nolan G as well. So we'll move into event 31. It is the girls 10 and under 400-yard freestyle relay. I think our data could still not be updated yet. Oh, here we go. We're ready to go. Event 31. There'll be 4 teams in the first heat, all 8 in heat number 2. Gators, Crimson, Metro West, YMCA, and Charles River Aquatics go from 3 to 6. Once again, folks, appreciate you taking the time to join us. Appreciate everyone who stuck with us after some early difficulties yesterday. Got it together for day 2 today. We hope you have enjoyed the broadcast. We'll be back again from the WPI YouTube account the next 2 weekends, broadcasting 11 to 14 and 15 to 18 age groups. Another very nice facility up at WPI. The swimmers say WPI is a fast pool. My daughter is always talking about a fast pool, a slow pool. I don't know what makes a pool fast or slow. A lot of the swimmers do say WPI is a fast pool, and many swimmers, at least on our home team, the Gators, have recorded personal best times at the WPI pool. So we'll see. We're in our final 4 heats of the morning. This is event 31. Girls 10 and under 400-yard freestyle relay. Looks like many of the teams have lined up, not all of them. busy month of February and March if you are a swimming family, with all of the championships both at the Rhode Island and Massachusetts high school levels and club levels. Today in Rhode Island, we have the divisional championships taking place at Roger Williams University. Those can be found over on the NFHS network. In 2 weeks, the Rhode Island State Championships will occur at Brown University. That's the same weekend as the 15 to 18 New England Championships for age groups. So not entirely sure what the holdup is. We're waiting for the go-ahead. It will be Gators in lane 3, Crimson in 4, Metro West, YMCA in 5, and Charles River Aquatics in lane 6. Gators and Crimson B's, Metro West, and Charles River A. So we are still waiting for things to be sorted out. Once they do, it will be event 31, girls 10 and under 400-yard freestyle relay. Looks like all of the teams in the opening heat are assembled at the blocks. So the meet officials having a conversation with the meet organizers right now. Just playing the waiting game here at the University of Rhode Island. Okay, there's the whistle from the officials. We are ready to go here, folks. Our final 2 events of the morning. This is event 31, girls 10 and under 400-yard freestyle relay. Your lane assignments are on the screen for you. Good start. Lane number 6 by Charles River Aquatics. It will be Metro West in the lead halfway through the first swimmers 100. Metro West leading the way, followed by Charles River Aquatics. Crimson B occupying third. So good morning of swimming, the rest of the day to do whatever you so choose. I know the Winter Olympics starting to wrap up. I believe tomorrow is the last day of the Olympics. NBA All-Star Game for those basketball fans is on today. You know, for the first time in a long time, I did not watch any of the skills competition last night. Usually like to watch slam dunk contest, three-point contest. It will be Metro West YMCA handing off to their second swimmer first. Charles River in the water second. Looks like Gators will be third, followed by Crimson. So for the first time in a long time, I did not watch the three-point or slam dunk contest. And to my surprise, Karl Anthony Towns, the almost 7-footer from the Timberwolves, was the three-point contest winner. Very surprising. I don't know who was in the field, if Steph Curry or any of the other top shooters in the league were in the field, but Karl Anthony Towns, the winner of the three-point contest. All-Star game tonight. Major League Baseball continues to be locked out, so all sorts of craziness going on there. Keep an eye on that, as I believe one of the dates that I've heard is the middle of March. If this goes into the middle of March, they will begin to lose games in the regular season. And, of course, the Patriots kind of making news by doing nothing newsworthy. We'll see what happens with the coaching staff. A lot of turnover. Of course, Josh McDaniels heading off to the Raiders to be their head coach. So Metro West will be the first to pass it off to their third swimmer, followed by Charles River, Gators, and Crimson. So it should be a very interesting offseason of football for the Patriots. How will Mac Jones develop in his second year? Some pretty notable free agent quarterbacks, too. Aaron Rodgers, one. Russell Wilson, another one. I think both of those guys are going to end up staying where they are, especially Rodgers, but I'd love to see Wilson in a Patriots uniform. A lot of time left in his career. I would sacrifice Mac Jones for Russell Wilson any day. Metro West still leading the relay. Charles River making it a little closer here, though. Metro West white caps, Charles River black caps. They're going right to left right now. They'll hand off to their third swimmers. Metro West still has the lead with the anchors getting in the water. I think I may have lost track of a swimmer somewhere along the way. Metro West leading the way, followed by Charles River. Crimson has made the race for third pretty tight with Gators, so it's going to come down to the anchors there. Metro West has begun to narrowly open up the lead. What else did I miss in the world of sports? I didn't talk much about hockey, to probably my partner's chagrin. Big hockey fan, former hockey player, Jim Erickson. I don't even know how the Bruins are doing. Are the Bruins doing good? Bruins, he gives me the so-so. Bruins are doing so-so. Marchand can't stay out of trouble, always picking fights and instigating. Metro West and Charles River, stroke for stroke at the wall. Who's it going to be? And it is Charles River who takes it, 456.88. Metro West takes second, 457.09. The race for third looks like it will be Gators, who has now built up the lead over Crimson. So Gators looks to take third. That's Emma Holland swimming the anchor leg. Crimson will take fourth. So again, with the Bruins, Marchand can't stay out of trouble. All sorts of turmoil at goalie. Rask comes back, retires. We'll move into heat number 2. Forward me along, Matt. There are your lane assignments, folks. All A relays in the pool here. Okay, the officials standing them up. It looks like there was some movement after they took their marks. We'll try this again. There we go. Clean start here to heat number 2. Maze Typhoon in 1, Bluefish in 2, Crimson in 3, Tritons in 4, Gators in 5, Kingfish in 6, Bluefins in 7, and YMCA of the North Shore in lane 8. Kingfish out to the early lead, followed by the Bluefins and Maze Typhoon. They're your top 3. Tritons are in 4th, just about 2 seconds behind. So I'm not sure who this is from Kingfish. It's either Brooke Abbott or Leah Witcher. I can't tell, though. I can't quite see the names on the caps of the second swimmer. So I think this is Brooke Abbott for Kingfish. So Kingfish first to put their second swimmer in the pool, followed by Maze Typhoon, Tritons, Bluefins, and Gators. Kingfish remains in the lead, closely followed by the Tritons, though a little over a second behind. Maze Typhoon 3rd, Bluefins 4th, Gators remain in 5th. Keep an eye on the Tritons in lane 4, making up some serious ground on Kingfish. They're almost simultaneously to the wall. It could be the Tritons that put their 3rd swimmer into the water first. We'll keep an eye out. And it looks like it will be the Tritons in lane 4 with their 3rd swimmer in the water. A little bit of a late start there, so Kingfish and the Tritons. Gators in the water, that's Charlotte Erickson in lane 5. Kingfish continuing to lead the way after briefly dropping down to 2nd. The Tritons have now dropped down to 2nd. Kingfish leading the way. Bluefins in 3rd, Maze Typhoon in 4th. I believe it's still Gators in 5th, and they are. Here comes the transition from Kingfish. Will go first. That's Kayla DeCruz, the talented 10-year-old from Bluefish. She'll be the first anchor swimmer in the water. Powerful 10-year-old. Has had a great weekend. Tritons are in 2nd, 3.5 seconds behind. Bluefins 3rd. Gators have moved up to 4th. So Kayla DeCruz and Kingfish, 3rd lane from the top, leading your way with 50 to go for them. Tritons 2.5 seconds behind. Gators have now moved into 3rd. So Gators have moved into 3rd. Bluefins in 4th. That's Avery Abreu in the water for the Gators. It will be Kingfish who takes it. So Kingfish takes first. The Tritons take 2nd. Looks like it's going to be Gators who takes 3rd. So good come from behind victory. Gators were as low as 5th. Gators will take third, 4:46.31. So good, exciting race there by the young ladies. It was Kingfish leading the way. Crimson will finish up, and we'll move into our final event of the day, folks. Event 32, the boys 10 and under 400-yard freestyle relay will have 3 teams here in heat number 1.
Event 32, boys 10 and under 400-yard freestyle relay. Heat 1.
North Shore in 3, Bluefins in 4, Pioneer Valley in 5. So what an exciting start to our final relays of the championship session. On the girls' side was Kingfish taking the final relay, followed by the Tritons. The Gators took third. Pioneer Valley leading the way. They'll be the first to hand off to their second swimmer. Followed by the Bluefins. North Shore will be the third. So Pioneer Valley and the Bluefins from the Boston YMCA. Hard to believe that long course season is only a few short months away, but here we are, championship season for short course.
If you are racing in a time trial, please make sure you have your own timer.
I have a feeling that this long course season will be much different than really the past two. There aren't a lot of long course pools even around to begin with. Of course, the pool that I'm very familiar with, Brown University, which is the Gators' home swim meet pool, has been closed to outside groups for a little over 2 years almost. They did allow the seniors championship to take place in December there, which was very nice. So I think this long course season will be back to a season where the kids are actually swimming long course meters. They're not swimming long course in a short course 25-yard pool, which will be nice. Of course, building up that endurance, that strength, just getting that long course experience will be fantastic for our swimmers all the way across New England. Pioneer Valley remains the leader, followed closely by the Bluefins. About a second to a second and a half lead as they'll both hand off to their third swimmers. So like we mentioned earlier, folks, if you have swimmers swimming in the age groups over the next 2 weeks at WPI, we will be broadcasting from the WPI YouTube account. I believe it's WPI Athletics. It's the official name, I believe. It is WPI Athletics. So you might want to follow that. Give them a search this afternoon. Follow, subscribe to that page so you don't miss out on any of that action coming up in the next 2 weeks. But look what we have here, folks. The Bluefins are about to hand off to their anchor. No, they're not. And the Bluefins have taken it. How about that, folks? 4:54.57. What a come from behind victory by the Bluefins. Fantastic swim. I wish I had their names to give them their due. Amazing job. Pioneer Valley takes second. North Shore takes third. So the Boston YMCA Bluefins come back and take our opening heat, and now we'll move on to our final heat.
Heat 2.
Lanes 1 and 8 will be open. All A relays in the pool with the exception of lane 3, that's Crimson B. So YMCA of the North Shore in lane 2, Crimson B in lane 3, Crimson A in 4, the Tritons A in 5, Kingfish A in 6, and Gators A in lane 7. And it is Crimson A out to the early lead in lane 4. So while we're watching our final race, a big thanks to all of the folks at the University of Rhode Island for being such gracious hosts, to New England Swimming and Crimson, who is the meet organizer here. Spectacular job keeping the pool nice and clean, the area safe for all of our young swimmers. A big thanks to everybody within New England Swimming. Matt Craven and Carol Healy, who had the unenviable task of organizing the meet and taking care of all of the entries and all the paperwork that's involved with all of this stuff. All of the coaches, swimmers, and really the parent volunteers, right? We can't get this done without parent volunteers coming on deck, doing the timing, so we make sure all of the kids do have times in case something happens. All of the lifeguards here, it's really a team effort when you think about a swim meet. A lot of different parts have to come together and work in conjunction with each other. So it's been a great meet here at the University of Rhode Island pool this weekend. Crimson A leading the way, followed by Kingfish A, YMCA of the North Shore A. Crimson is in the water with their third swimmer. So Crimson continues to lead the way, almost 5 seconds ahead of Kingfish. Once again, folks, we will bring you the time trials after. They will be brought to you without commentary. Most likely one camera, maybe two. But I do have to get stuff packed up and cleared out, as the University of Rhode Island does have another event this afternoon. So we will work to bring you those time trials in their entirety. They were pretty short last night. Crimson still leading the way. followed by Kingfish. I'd also like to give a thanks to my two fellow Gator parents who helped me out this weekend, Jeremy Woodsmall, Jim Erickson. Jim and I were just having a conversation a minute ago. The job is simple. They push buttons to switch the camera views, but when you're talking and trying to do commentary and everything else, I can't tell you when it's just me how many times I forget to change the camera. So having these guys here is really invaluable to me, so I appreciate Jeremy and Jim for their time this weekend. Both of their kids did a spectacular time, the Woodsmalls and Charlotte Erickson, all on the Gators. So it's Crimson leading the way. They got 50 to go. 2 seconds ahead of Kingfish. Crimson B in third. So Crimson A in first, Crimson B in third, Kingfish in second. Here comes Kingfish, though. Late surge in lane number 6. And out of nowhere, Kingfish looks like they're going to take this at the flags and approaching the wall. And it will be Kingfish who takes it. Wow, what a great final 100 by Kingfish. Crimson A takes second. Tight race for third here between lanes 2 and 3, YMCA of the North Shore and Crimson B. And who's it going to be? It's Crimson B. So Crimson with a great showing there, taking second and third. Kingfish A takes first place. What a fantastic swim. Again, I wish I had the names of those Kingfish swimmers, especially that anchor swimmer. He got in the pool about 3 seconds behind, made up that 3 seconds and then some to win our final event of the day. So folks, we hope you've enjoyed all of the coverage we've been able to bring you here from the University of Rhode Island. On behalf of everyone at URI, New England Swimming, Crimson Swimming, and Gators, alongside Jim Erickson, I am Jeremy Abreu. Again, we'll stay with you here for the time trials. They will be brought to you in video only. There will be no commentary. We may or may not only have one camera set up at the start-finish for that. So I apologize, but we do have some time constraints that I was unaware of at the beginning. So with that, folks, have a great day and good luck to your kids in time trials. We'll see you next week at 11 to 14 age groups.
All right, so we have the awards for the 100-yard IM, starting with event 29. In 16th place, we have Avery Abreu. In 15th place, we have Julia Jin. In 14th place, we have Ruth Judy. In 13th place, we have Audrey Sheep. In 12th place, we have Mary Lay. In 11th place, we have Avery Lawrence. In 10th place, we have Catherine Zane. In 9th place, we have Kobe Krause. And can we get our top 8 swimmers up to the block, please? In 8th place, we have Kira Hong. 7th place, Emily Albertson. 6th place, Cortland Park. 5th place, Charlie Sauls. 4th place, Georgia Abrams. 3rd place, Gianna Matry. 2nd place, Chloe Wayne. And in 1st place with a time of 1:11:26, Casey Shaw. The Bluefish Swim Club coach, please come up to the block. The competition pool is open for warm-up for time trials. The competition pool is open for warm-up for time trials. Moving on to event 30. In 16th place, we have Aaron Z. 15th place, Jackson Lyons. 14th place, Wes Mulgrew. 13th place, Peter Tyrell. 12th place, Matthew Laporte. 11th place, Sam Howe. 10th place, Brian E. 9th place, Eric Jen. Can we get the top 8 swimmers to the blocks, please? In 8th place, we have Eli Henley. 7th place, Brian Desmari. 6th place, Victor Pinagrazirev. 5th place, Henry Kamel. 4th place, Miles Hag. 3rd place, Hudson Shoei. 2nd place, Alex Picard. And in 1st place with a time of 1:10:68, Gavin Ruan. For the South Shore YMCA coach, come up to the blocks, please.
We will be starting time trials right after the award ceremony. You need a timer for time trials. Timers, don't start grabbing clipboards and watches. Don't start grabbing them. We're going to go in order. That way nothing gets confused or lost. Stolen, silver there. Thank you, coaches, officials, timers, volunteers. Thank you so much for a great weekend.
All right, moving on to the 400-yard freestyle relay. For event 31, 8th place, we have the Metro West YMCA Stingrays. In 7th place, we have the Charles River Aquatics. In 6th place, we have Maze Typhoon Swimming. In 5th place, we have Boston YMCA Bluefins. In 4th place, we have Bluefish Swim Club. In 3rd place, we have Gator Swim Club with swimmers Lee, Joshi, Erickson, and Abreu. In 2nd place, we have the Amherst Triton Swim Team with Matry, Albertson, Abdul, and Long. And in 1st place for the time of 4:30:19, we have Kingfish Swimming with swimmers Abbott, Mellington, Witcher, and Nick Cruz. So the Kingfish coach, please come up to the block. in 32. We have Gators Swim Club in 7th place. Pioneer Valley Aquatics in 6th place. Amherst Triton Swim Team in 5th place. Princeton Aquatics in 4th place. In 3rd place, we have the Boston YMCA Bluefins with swimmers Lisa Pond, Murick, Boston, and Lincoln. In 2nd place, we have Princeton Aquatics with swimmers Picard, Morales, and Cooney and Liu. And in 1st place with a time of 4:42.49, we have Kingfish Swimming with swimmers Henley, Crowich, Gallagher, and Morris. For the Kingfish coach, please come up to the blocks. Alright, we now have our high points awards for the girls. In 8th place, we have Emery Albertson with Amherst Triton Swim Team. In 7th place, we have Brooke Abbott with Kingfish Swimming. In 6th place, we have Kobe Crown, who's unattached. In 5th place, we have Georgia Abrams with Phoenix Swimming. In 4th place, we have Gianna Matthew with the Amherst Triton Swim Team. In 3rd place, we have Reese Paulson with Boston YMCA Bluefin. In 2nd place, we have Chloe Wang with Mays Typhoon Swimming Club. And in 1st place, we have Casey Shaw with Bluefish Swim Club. Please come up to the block. Our top 8 swimmers, please come up to get your flag. Again, that's Emery Albertson, Brooke Abbott, Kobe Krause, Georgia Abrams, Gianna Matry, Reese Paulson, Chloe Wang, and Casey Shaw. Alright, moving on to our high point rankings for our boys. In 8th place, we have Hudson Schoen with Leslie Pawtucket Line Dolphins. In 7th place, we have Victor Kugan-Krasirev with the Gator Swim Club. In 6th place, we have Eli Henley with Kingfish Swimming. In 5th place, we have Henry Cannell with YMCA North Shore Sharks. In 4th place, we have Nolan Z with Amherst Triton Swim Team. In 3rd place, we have Brian Desmaris with Phoenix Swimming. In 2nd place, we have Alex Picard with Princeton Aquatics. And in 1st place, we have Gavin Duran with South Shore YMCA Stripers. Top 8 swimmers, please come up to the blocks to get your plaques.
so tiring. All right, let's do this. Let's see what happens when I... Oh, I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I'll keep that camera.
Alright, we have our team scores. In 6th place, we have Bluefish Swim Club. In 5th place, we have Gators Swim Club. In 4th place, we have Boston White State Bluefinch. In 3rd place, we have Princess Aquatics. In 2nd place, we have Kingfish Swimming.
Are they going over to
And in
the...
first place with 711 points, we have Amber Striking Swim Team. Please come up to the blocks to collect your plaques.
Yeah, because I'm good with it. I'm doing that. I'm not talking right now. Just leaving the camera. But I'm packing up. This camera's not going to be on for the time. No, I'm not doing anything. It's wide enough where it gets most of the pool. That's good enough.
Just a reminder, if you're competing in the time trials, please make sure you have your own timer. If you're competing in the time trials, please make sure you have your own